Hello everyone, welcome to EduHunt video lecture series. In this video, we are going to learn about the general characters of a major phylum, that is Mollusca. Anyway, Mollusca is 9th major phylum. We have started with the protozoa. If we number the phyla with the protozoa, Porifera, Cnidaria or Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, and this is Mollusca, 9th major phylum, and also it is the second highest phylum of the animal kingdom, and also it may be regarded as one of the most diversified phyla of the animal kingdom. This phylum includes the animals which have soft body. Mollusks are named so because they have a soft body. Soft bodied animals included in Mollusca. That is an important feature. Like we have seen Arthropoda with jointed legs. In Annelida, metamerism is seen. Like that, the major character based on which the phylum is created or phylum is categorized is the nature of the body, that is soft. And the next important feature is unsegmented body. The segments or the metamerism or segmentation is totally absent. The term Mollusca was coined by Johnston, a scientist, coined the term Mollusca to the phylum. Study of mollusks is known as malacology, and especially about the snails. The study which deals with snails or mollusks, because major animals are of snail type, that is why study of snails or study of mollusks is known as malacology, and the body is enclosed in a shell, or sometimes the skeleton may be confined to the internal region of the body. So the skeleton, whether it is exoskeleton or endoskeleton, it is made up of, especially the exoskeleton, made up of shell. Mostly this group of animals, they secrete a calcareous shell, that is the shell made up of calcium carbonate. And an important point regarding this feature is the study of mollusk shells is known as conchology. Conchology. If you remove C, then it comes to oncology. Oncology is the study of cancer, whereas conchology is the study of shells, especially the mollusk shells. The body is covered with a calcareous shell. That study is known as conchology. It is the second largest phylum of the animal kingdom, and this phylum includes the soft-bodied animals such as squids, snails, and also the body, it is the biggest body, largest animal, we can say largest animal body, animals with a large body, like that. Anyway, the largest body, the animals, invertebrates especially, included in this phylum. And what is the largest invertebrate? That is Archaeopteryx, that belongs to the phylum Mollusca. And coming to the feature and most important point is, they are not only the largest, but they are intelligent too. Intelligent invertebrates, IIs. II, intelligent invertebrate, intelligent invertebrates. They may be aquatic or terrestrial. They live in fresh water, marine water, and even terrestrial forms are also there. These are triploblastic in nature. The body comprises 3 layers. The body wall has 3 layers: ecto, meso, and endoderms. Symmetry, comes to symmetry. Usual symmetry is bilateral symmetry, but the larval forms show biradial symmetry. Coming to the coelom, that is the body cavity here, is these are true coelomates, and the body cavity is of schizocelic in nature. Body cavity or the type of coelom in mollusks is schizocelic. I hope you know what is meant by schizocelic. Yes, that is the coelom develops from the splitting of the middle layer of the body wall, that is mesoderm. Mesoderm, after splitting up, this body cavity or the coelom develops. This kind of development and the coelom arised because of the splitting of the mesoderm is known as schizocoelom, and this is the last phylum having schizocelic type of coelom. And from the next phylum onwards, that is only 2 major phyla left, Echinodermata and Chordata. Both these phyla have a different coelom, that is enterocoelom. But right from the beginning of the schizocelic animals, that is Annelida, Arthropoda, and the one which is Mollusca, all these 3 phyla included, they have schizocelic type of coelom, and the remaining 2 phyla, Echinodermata and Chordata, have another kind of coelom, that is enterocoel. Anyway, these are triploblastic and eucoelomates, and the type of coelom is, yes, that is schizocelic coelom. Next character is body is unsegmented and is differentiated into 3 parts: head, foot, and the visceral mass, body mass. Visceral means organs, internal organs are called viscera. Head, visceral body mass, and also foot. These are the 3 parts of the body. The body is differentiated into head, foot, and visceral mass. Visceral mass is covered with fleshy flap called mantle or the pallium. Mantle or the pallium. Presence of this mantle is also another important feature of the phylum Mollusca. Presence of foot, presence of soft body, presence of unsegmented body, and the presence of majority of the forms show mantle, which is a fleshy flap present in the visceral mass, that is internal mass. Skeleton of the shells or the shell plates made up of calcium carbonate, that is skeleton is secreted by the body which has calcium carbonate in it. Excretion by metanephridia or organ of Bojanus. It is an important feature where the question paper setters are very interested in giving this question. What are the excretory organs of mollusk? Metanephridia or organs of Bojanus. Respiration by gills, or especially in aquatic forms, gills or ctenidia are the respiratory structures, whereas in terrestrial forms pulmonary sacs are there for respiration. Pulmonary sacs are the respiratory structures in terrestrial forms, whereas in aquatic forms the structures that perform respiration are gills or ctenidia. Gills or ctenidia. Blood vascular system. Blood vascular system, it may be open or closed type. We all know what is meant by open type and what is a closed type of blood vascular system. In an open type, the blood does not flow in through the tubes like capillaries, arteries, veins, venules, like that. In closed type, blood flows in the capillaries, veins, venules, vessels and arteries. But in case of open type, blood flows through the body cavity, that is hemocoel, that is coelom. Because of this blood, presence of the blood in the coelom may be described as hemocoel. Hemocoel is nothing but the body cavity with blood. Blood vascular system may be open or closed, and blood pigment, that is respiratory pigment, is hemocyanin. Very important. Hemocyanin. Hemocyanin is it resembles hemoglobin, but in hemoglobin there is a central iron atom, whereas here copper is the central atom. And there the blood, in hemoglobin blood, it is red in color, whereas hemocyanin, it is somewhat bluish in color. Heart is myogenic. What is meant by myogenic heart? Myo means muscles. The muscle cells, they initiate the contraction of the heart. These are the muscle cells. Some muscle cells initiate contractions of the heart, but never occurs through the neural or nervous impulse. That is, nerve impulses are not required for the generation of heartbeat or heart contractions. Some muscle cells, they initiate the contractions and relaxations. They cause contractions and relaxations. That is called myogenic heart. Very important it is. And even heart of human, that is your heart, my heart, and everybody's heart is of this kind, myogenic heart only, because there is a sino-auricular node that generates the contractions, sino-auricular node. Anyway, here it is the important point in this regard is myogenic heart, where muscle cells initiate the contractions of the heart but not the nerve impulses. Locomotion, locomotory structure is foot, where we have the body has a foot and that foot aids in locomotion. Sometimes the foot may be modified, aids in locomotion. And nervous system is annelidian type of nervous system, that is primitive type of nervous system, and mostly dioecious. I mentioned several times that dioecious means, di means two, dioecious. Sexes are separate. There are female and male sexes are there. If it is monoecious, both the sexes are present on the same individual, whereas in dioecious forms, sexes are separate. Dioecious, both the sexes are separate, only a single individual bears a single sex, that is male individuals are different and female individuals are different. But in case of monoecious, both the sexes are present. Monoecious can be represented as bisexual, dioecious can be represented as unisexual. They have only single sex, that is male and female organisms are different, separate. Development may be direct or indirect. Examples, let us see some of the examples of the phylum. Very nice, no? You can see number of examples of mollusks. Each individual is looking different. Each has a calcareous shell which encloses a soft animal. There is an animal inside, this is pila. Pila is apple snail, commonly called apple snail. Helix, limax, dentalium, like elephant tusk shell. Elephant, it resembles elephant tusk. ఇలా ఉంటాయి కదా దంతాలు ఎలిఫెంట్కి, ఆ దంతాలని ఇది రిజంబుల్ చేస్తుంది, దట్ ఈస్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ డెంటేలియం. మైటిలస్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆక్టోపస్. All of us know well about octopus. It has 8 arms and each arm has a suction, suckers on it. They create suction pressure and attach to the substratum or anything. Unio, it is a bivalved mollusk. It is chitin, where number of plates, number of shells can be seen. Yeah. This is pila, apple snail, unio, this is unio. This is unio. Pinctada vulgaris is the scientific name of pearl oyster. I hope you know what is pearl oyster. ముత్యపు చిప్పలు అంటాం కదా, in which the pearls are made. Pearl oyster, and it is octopus. Devilfish, commonly called as devilfish, and loligo, it is a squid. Sepia, commonly called as cuttlefish. They were named as fish, but they are not true fish. Lepisma, we have seen lepisma, which is also called as silver fish. It belongs to phylum Arthropoda. It's not a true fish. Here also octopus, commonly called devilfish, and sepia, cuttlefish, these are not the true fish. Aplysia, commonly called sea hare. Dentalium, it is tusk shell. And Chaetopleura, chiton. Chaetopleura, it is chiton, where number of shells can be seen. Let's see a small video regarding how the pearls are made in the oysters. Let's watch it.
If you crack open an oyster, there's a small chance that you'll find a pearl. Inside, these pearls are used to make jewelry and are usually worth several $100s, so how the heck does an oyster make them? Well, if something small like a piece of a shell gets into an oyster, it will cover it in a thin layer of a hard, shiny material. Gradually, the oyster buries this shell fragment in multiple layers of this material, and over time it creates a bump. As the layers add to the bump, they smooth it out and eventually form a pearl.
Little bit faster, but it clearly showed how the pearls are made in the oysters. In the next session, we'll be going to know some of the important features, and also we'll answer some multiple choice questions in the next session. See you.